How's it going, folks? Jack here. So a little bit of an unusual type of reaction today because it was brought to my attention recently that some of you have, amongst, I guess, some reaction channels, a few VTubers that you associate me with, and I don't know if I'm gonna say thank you. It's nice, I guess, because it was brought to my attention that there was a couple of VTubers at least, one called Smoglana and another one called Alicia X Dev, who has been mentioned a few times in my comment section because we have been covering like similar content. Alicia, who I was told, I think about a month ago, was hacked, so I'm happy for her that her channel was restored, so great. But I'm including this here as sort of like a segue to say that I have a slight familiarity with VTubers. I have made my stance on them very clear in the past, I think in the Scamboli review video. You know what? The wrestling comparison is kind of good. Because with wrestling, for example, old school wrestling had this thing with it that kind of charmed you.
Because comparatively speaking to the Macho Man Randy Savage, you are nothing but garbage, yeah. Nothing but garbage, Guyana.
Of course, they still have that today. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I can enjoy to watch the like of Ripley or Roman Reigns and all those guys. But, like, the whole thing of playing along with it, the charisma, the personalities can be charming, although you know that a lot of what they're doing is just fake. But with VTubers, it took me some time. Like, there are a few that I can appreciate listening to, but they are more casual. They're like down to earth, speaking normally. Because I have this thing with like human interactions, seeing micro expression and all that. This like sort of parasocial relationship that we tend to build with people through a screen. As weird as it might sound, my god. Buddy, what are you doing? The beehive is not here. Mate! Yeah, that's what you get from living in the countryside. But back on topic. While I do not quite understand VTubing, I do know for certain that these are people behind the screen, behind those avatars, who each and all bring something to the table that we call YouTube, have feelings and have their own value. And so they all comes in flavors of good or bad, and thus should be treated as such. And by that I mean as actual people. That being said though, I have noticed that there is a wilder dislike towards VTubers lately. I do not know if it is because of the whole Ironmouse becoming the greatest VTuber out there. It likely can be. There's some people who do not understand it, don't take the same stance as I have to just say, hey, I don't get it, let's shut the fuck up, or try to understand instead of hating, because that's the default stand that the internet takes today. Just hate, do research later. Is it actually because they do that through actual malicious intent or just sheer stupidity? I do not know. Oh shit, I just call a hell of a lot of people stupid here. But this, I guess, is what we're going to be covering today with the video that Connor has titled here, at least, as we need to talk about the Ironmouse situation. And I'm pretty certain that he's going to be addressing this very topic. So very much like we did about a year ago, this is once again my attempt to understand.
This video is going to be a long-winded rant, and if you like that, welcome. Come join the Angry British Man. And if not, don't worry, my normal videos will resume.
I'm right here, Angry British
I've just
Man.
had to talk about this. I feel like online lately, it has been a miserable experience for any of us to be online, and I actively feel that my mental health gets drained slowly using any online platform, especially my personal case, Twitter. I think Twitter allowing people to make money from ads is probably one of the worst changes to any platform in history. Sure, I get $20 here and there for tweeting a funny picture of my giant monkey behind me, but there are those who use it to spread misinformation, lies, just make stuff up, spew absolute vile hatred stuff. It's pretty horrible.
It's an actual sport for many of them. Like, you could be correcting these very people, but they would post an approximate like 100 tweets a day. Like, we've seen people do this. From randos on the internet to actual politicians. I don't care how much you hate something or someone. If you're spending 100 tweets a day to complain about one thing, you should log off, okay? That's not normal. I, for one, do like Twitter. Yes, I know, as scary as that sounds to say. I do follow a good bunch of artists out there that has provided me with a lot of glee to the awesome posts, the stuff that they create inspired me to edit better, stuff like that. The thing, however, is that I did try to go onto Blue Sky because, again, being to Twitter, been promoting all the toxic things to you. Like, I literally, right, I just mentioned, I follow these artists. I have to dig deep to find them every single time that I get on Twitter, because what I get promoted are either the actual tweet from the CEO who has, I guess, like mandated that we are all supposed to be watching his shit, and all rage bait content. So I don't care for that stuff. So I went onto the new platform there, Blue Sky, as like an alternative, just to see kind of what there is there as a potential new user. And what a bliss. Pictures of cats and dogs, people walking outside, literally astrophysics stuff that appeals to me, people discussing movies without engaging in a culture war. I was like, so fucking nostalgic, man, like the early 2010s. But yeah, generally this is just like the aftermath of what happens when people are terminally online.
Experience to use it now, as Twitter seems to feel like it only wants outragement bait or tweets that'll make people angry. And if you're not seeing that, you're seeing somebody get killed. So it's really just a miserable experience overall. Yeah. And don't get me started on TikTok and Instagram, which are famous for their brutal comments. And I wouldn't really even use the word brutal, because I think brutal can sometimes mean there's a bit of honesty and fun there, but I would say it's just cruel. Like, just being online right now is cruel. It feels like nobody has any respect for each other. But I don't think I've quite lost as much faith in the internet as I have until now. But look, I'll be honest. This video is about one thing. It's about the weird blanket hatred towards VTubers. I've seen a massive, massive hate train against Ironmouse, which I don't understand. And I know that you guys aren't the ones doing this. You guys watching this video are very normal and well-adjusted people, and I appreciate that. But there are a lot of people online that seem to just have fun ruining other people's lives. I don't understand it. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I bringing all of this up? Well, don't worry. It'll all make sense. Just get along for the ride and listen to the weird British man rant at you. You see, in 2024, Ironmouse broke the all-time sub record on Twitch. It was a massive achievement. It was, I'm sure, an amazing and an inspiring moment for all of us, as well as Mouse. Unfortunately, probably what you didn't see was the deluge of vile comments, disturbing threats, and just overall hatred towards Mouse. And I'd love to tell you that this all started here and it's pretty much gone with now, but sadly this is a thing that has been going on for a very, very long time. And this is not just for Mouse. VTubers in general have had to deal with a lot of shit just for being an anime girl or boy on the internet. So let's go back in time a little bit so that we can better understand the full scope of this mess. Yes, you got me. This is a video about me defending my friend. 100%. I'm not even trying to hide that. But I also just want to bring a tiny bit of attention to the level of normalized hate that is just for some reason acceptable. And hopefully that, you know, maybe this video can make a tiny bit of a change.
I need to point out something, okay? Real quick. Why is it weird nowadays for people to defend their friends? Like, I need to make something clear. I'm not saying that people should outright normalize denying allegations for something, okay? The thing that I kind of dislike is that people are supposed to have this like default impartiality. Even if you have a strong relationship with a person, like, who in the blazes said that that should be a rule? Yes, if there's evidence that actually makes a person bad, sure. If you can substantiate it, sure. But how do I say that, oh, you're defending this guy that you like. See, you're just such a fucking sellout. He or she shouldn't do that because why? It's a natural behavior. And especially from a person like Connor, whom I actually understand. I wouldn't say no because I don't know him on a personal level, but from the content that I've seen him interact with, the podcast that he's on, he's a person who tends to not be so partial. And the fact that he has to state that is fucking crazy.
Because what some of these creators have to endure is on a level that I've never seen before on the internet, and I've been here for a very long time. 4 years ago, VTubers had a massive explosion in popularity here in the West. Now, obviously, they've been around in Japan for a while.
The pandemic was great for it.
Japanese coded. But, you know, 4 years ago, they blew up and people started getting into them. However, there was a lot of pushback from people like me included who were kind of like, what is this? I don't know what this is. but I like it. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna see. And I'm sure any VTuber who was around in this era could tell you the amount of hatred that was given out towards VTubers. Like, why are you using a voice changer? Are you a man? Are you an AI? Perhaps. You know, pretty uninspired, insulting comments. And during this boom is when a lot of people found Ironmouse as well. Now, Ironmouse had actually been streaming a long time before this as well, but it wasn't until this moment where a lot of VTubers were on Twitch and kind of getting great viewership. Now, obviously, VTubers choose to be represented by an avatar for a multitude of reasons, but for Mouse, it was for anonymity, which is why most VTubers do it. And now, look, I cannot talk for Mouse. You know, Mouse is her own person, but, you know, Mouse has been sick for a very long time with a multitude of illnesses, but the main one being primary immune deficiency. Primary immune deficiency is slightly different to autoimmune diseases that you might have heard about. Autoimmune diseases are where your immune system kind of attacks itself, whereas primary immune deficiency means that your immune system just doesn't work or doesn't work very well. And I'm sure a lot of my viewers are familiar with this because I'm always raising money for charities that want to find cures and support people with primary immune. I never get it right. Primary immune deficiencies. I mess it up all the time. When you have a really bad case of primary immune deficiency, it means that stuff like vaccines don't work on you. It means that you're worried about getting sick constantly from everything. Whereas maybe you and I could eat a bunch of dirt, maybe going even near dirt or someone who's slightly ill 20 feet away could easily get you sick or give you a bad case of pneumonia.
Yeah, this is the hypochondriac's worst nightmare.
Yeah, this disease means that Mouse pretty much can't interact with anyone and can't leave her room. And even if she wanted to, Mouse was disabled for a very long time and has slowly started to regain the ability to walk, thanks to being able to finally support premium healthcare. Yay, love America. So this meant the only human contact the Mouse got was pretty much talking to her parents or very close family who she was kind of already adjusted to, and family who understood about the disease and took precautions. And look, I know this is a lot of information, but what I'm trying to get at is that you can only imagine how crushingly lonely this must be. Imagine not being able to leave your room. Yes, we were all there during COVID, but we at least knew that it was probably going to end at some point. And I'm sure many of you knew, me included, that this was awful for our mental health. Not being able to see the people that you care about or interact with friends or just have a casual interaction with a cashier person is interactions that I'm sure all of us missed. And it was thanks to VTuber technology getting so much better and more accessible that Mouse was able to stream like me or like you or like any other big streamer. It was a level playing field. And on top of that, if you were a more artistically inclined person, you could show off your artistic skills by, you know, I don't know, costume design or singing or lore or voice acting. There's so many more facets to it than me raging at Jump King. It's talent, okay? And one of the best clips of Mouse's early career is when she's trying to raise money to get a new medical bed. Basically, normal beds, not good. They don't offer you support. They don't allow you to go like lie upright. Basically, a lot more support. She asked her viewers if they'd be willing to donate towards that, and within minutes, they'd smash that goal.
I don't like to call my bed my bed. I don't like calling it my bed. It makes me feel very embarrassed. It makes me feel not so good. So I like to call my bed my workspace because that's where I am all the time. Fox, thank you so much for the penalty.
Oh.
God damn it!
That's sweet.
Mal, thank you so much for the dono. Thank you.
And I think a lot of people forget that Mouse didn't used to stream long. Mouse used to only stream for like an hour or two at a time and then would go offline to take medication. But now feels comfortable enough to take the medication and still keep streaming, which I think is an amazing thing and something that the outpouring support has allowed her to do. And obviously VTubers do more than just talk and play crappy games like me. Some of them have god-tier singing skills. We all know that Mouse was trained to be an opera singer and sounds incredible.
If you could look at me once more.
Combine that with aesthetically pleasing designs that are constantly changing, and it's no wonder that VTubers eventually had their boom. Now, obviously, Twitch and YouTube have always been very gamer-centric and gamer-focused, and gamers aren't exactly known for being the most chill and reasonable people. Look, I was a Call of Duty kid. If I said the things that I said in those lobbies, and they were recorded, I would not be here today. I would not have a career. Or any career. I was toxic, okay? Now look, I've been a content creator for 10 plus years online. It's been my entire adult life. I've been doing this for so long that I'm a fossil in internet years. And even before that, I would pretty much only spend my time on the internet. And it was normal that as a creator that you would get some kind of hatred towards you, or some people who would just blindly write mean comments. It was part of the job. Doesn't mean it's a good part or that we should accept it, but it's just kind of how it was. And
isn't it sad? Like I don't like that mentality at all. The act that You say, you decided to make yourself a public figure. Thus, you are subject to be put in the town square and just be lambasted by everyone with all of the vitriol, all of the mean comments from people who have yet to take a shower in the morning or get actually out of the freaking bed. I'm being mean here, but like, he brought the Instagram comments before. Oh my word. Like, I thought the YouTube comments were bad. The people who write Instagram comments are way beyond doing the pancakes and waffles thing there. Like, you post a wholesome picture of yourself. Hate comments. You actually post a picture where you are like being kind of frivolous and or like exposing yourself. Hate comment. You can't win. No matter what the hell you do, somebody is gonna just tell you how wrong you are, and even worse, that you should unalive yourself just because you exist.
Because every creator would get a bunch of hate comments here and there, there was kind of a mutual respect amongst creators that you wouldn't just blindly insult each other for no reason. You wouldn't insult someone you didn't know or you didn't have beef with. It was a thing that you could expect because that's how normal people behave. However, nowadays it kind of feels like that's not the case anymore. It feels like it's kind of encouraged or okay to punch down and make fun of other creators that you don't like, or you think that something's weird about them. And this has happened a lot with VTubers. For example, in 2022, a massive TikTok creator, Noah Glenn Carter, made a video mocking the fact that people wanted to meet Mouse virtually. Here you go.
This might be the saddest video on the internet. So I want you to take a look at all these people. They were all trying to get the attention of a monitor. Basically, that's a popular VTuber on the monitor that was virtually attending an anime convention. And this...
Fuck. Wasn't that Connor?
This might be the saddest video.
Yeah, that was literally Connor going with Mouse's rig.
On the internet. So I want you to take a look at all these people. They were all trying to get the attention of a monitor. Basically, that's a popular VTuber on the monitor that was virtually attending an anime convention. And this whole crowd of people were following the monitor in hopes that they could get a picture with it.
Now, obviously, you and I know that Mouse can't leave her room, and this is the only way that Mouse can walk around a convention or see any of her viewers, or any of those viewers can talk to Mouse. It's a rare experience for everyone involved, and an amazing feat of technology that we can even do anything like this.
Yeah.
And to his credit, he did apologize.
This is an apology to a creator called Ironmouse because of this video. Now, in my video on this, I called the video one of the saddest videos on the internet, which is completely unnecessary on my part. And Ironmouse actually responded, clarifying that the people weren't even crowding her, but instead they were crowding somebody named Connor that was there. I'm really sorry to you, Ironmouse, if you're watching. My video was completely unnecessary. I really hope that my video didn't cause you any kind of negativity or anything. And again, I am so sorry if it did.
I hate this. Okay. See, this is the thing that I really hate about the internet right now. He mentioned the spread of misinformation, right? Which, I don't know if we can classify that here, but the thing that I hate more than misinformation is actually immediacy. Because immediacy tends to lead to stupidity. And if there's a feeling in this world that I hate the most, it's feeling stupid. And I'm not talking about like stupidity in the likes of, oh, I'm feeling stupid today because I cannot figure this one exercise out, or how to decode the part of this report when, let's say, dealing with some astrophysics, right? If you are within any academic field, once a week, you're gonna feel stupid no matter what. That's part of the job. But I'm talking about actually knowing that you could have done something way better if only you had put a slight bit more amount of effort into it. Because this dude could have easily found out who Ironmouse was, decided not to. And again, it's not even as if the presentation was like what I'm going to be doing right now, giving a modicum of plausible deniability by saying that I don't know if this guy was trying to get mean, but that's what he ended up doing. That's not how he presented the video. He called it the saddest thing that he had ever seen. What are you on about that it wasn't going to be causing her harm? Douche.
I will be deleting that video as soon as I post this one.
First of all, ouch. Second of all, you didn't think there was going to be any negativity? What do you mean by that? And now look, to Noah's credit, he did apologize and take down the video. And I think that needs to be commended, as a lot of people don't have the common decency to do that anymore. But would you not have taken it down if nobody complained? If everyone joined in? Haha, let's make fun of it. Would you not have taken it down? Or did you take it down just because people were like, hey man, you're kind of a dick? The reason why I show you this is not because I want to send any hatred. This is 2 years ago. It does not matter. It's over. Do not send hatred towards another creator. And if you do, you're a piece of shit and you should not be here. But why is it now that you can just dunk on something that you don't know anything about, you don't understand, and you didn't bother to research into? Why is that the norm now? Why is it that you just post first and research second? Oh, I got some hate about this. I'll take it down. Don't worry about the other 500 videos where I blindly made fun of people I don't know.
Yeah, because you need to feed into the endless well of hatred that this internet cycle is just pushing to us. I hate it.
Understand? The sad truth now is that it seems like it's okay if you're a large creator to be a dick to anybody you want or don't like or don't agree with. You know, having a large audience is a huge responsibility. Whether we like it or not, we are influencers. We influence people with our opinions and what we say. I'm sure some people watching this video right now will be influenced by my opinion on all of this stuff. That's how it goes. But for some reason, it's okay now to blindly hate others and send rabid fans to go and attack people and stuff they don't understand. Why? It's
Yo, listen. 1, sorry for posing on a little bit of a non-flattering frame here. 2, to the guy's credit, he did apologize, but there are those out there who will be spreading stuff like that. And while they are being called out, they'll be like, oh, okay, let's move on to the next cycle of hatred. Like, nothing vibes there.
hard enough just existing right now. It is horrible living in this year. It is a miserable time to be alive. Why are we making it harder for everyone? And if you're a VTuber, it is kind of just accepted now that you just get this level of blind hatred all the time. It's insane. Why is this okay? Anyway, moving on with the timeline. Since then, Mouse, and I assume most VTubers, have had to deal with insult after insult that is normalized. For Mouse personally, this level of hatred and vitriol escalated another level when Mouse was nominated for the Game Awards. Now, the Game Awards have this category for Content Creator of the Year. Obviously, this year had a massive amount of very, very big creators that I'm sure we're all familiar with. But to the surprise of Mouse, and to most of us, Mouse got nominated. And then this isn't saying that Mouse didn't deserve it. Mouse had an amazing year. Mouse had raised a ton of money for charity, had broken the all-time sub record for a woman on Twitch, and had done just some of the most amazing shit when you consider that Mouse is bedridden and has to have medication every single day that completely changes how any of this would be done, and providing such an insane energy to every stream whilst battling a ton of medical issues that are permanent throughout Mouse's life. I think the nomination is deserved, and by some sheer miracle, Mouse had won the award. It was a crazy achievement, and nobody expected Mouse to win, to be honest, because Mouse was by far the smallest creator out of the ones that were nominated.
And the Game Award goes to Ironmouse.
Yeah.
So, Ironmouse couldn't be here tonight because Ironmouse is animated, and sadly, we're not in the Matrix yet.
Obviously, these creators were massive, and a lot of their fans that are watching the Game Awards were a bit upset about Mouse winning the award. This has led to a constant, and I cannot preface this enough, a constant stream of hatred now that Mouse has had to deal with openly on all of her socials for years now. This is the...
Just have to point out one thing that it should be obvious to anybody. She was voted here through majority by other people. It's like me saying that, okay, so I have this favorite bakery out there. I'm using that as an example because we had cake for dessert today. But I have my favorite bakery. I'm gonna be promoting that. My bakery gets somehow shown as being the city's best bakery. And then some randos just go out of their way to come into the bakery, cause a ruckus, just because the pizzeria was better. What the fuck? It doesn't make any sense.
The level of hatred that is normally like I just gotta show you. I gotta show you. It's like ridiculous. This is 2022. Back when Mouse's comments were pretty normal, I'd say. As you can see here, this is beating Kai. Okay, a little negative and unnecessary, but not that bad. This over Kai? Bro, who are you? You know, and luckily at this point, not all the comments are like this, but they're by far the most liked ones. And it only gets worse the closer we get to today. You all came from that Kai video, right? This is #1 streamer. No way, blood. This is #1 streamer. This is who gets #1 on Twitch. It's an evil world we live in.
Wow. Dude, the guy named Ahmed Farah over there, I'm supposing that is how you pronounce it, you are literally having an avatar of Luffy. How do you not understand the cruelty squad, dude? How do you not get it? How cooked are these people?
And you'd think, okay, maybe something happened at the time. This has been pretty much constant until now. Speed and Kai on top. How is the streamer of the year? How is the streamer of the year? This won the award, by the way. Oh, hell nah. This is who won. No cap, who's Ironmouse. Brain rot. This beats Cypher PK. Game Awards are wild. Why did you win? No way this won Creator of the Year. I'm crying. This literally goes on and on. And you'd think, okay, look, it's because Mouse won the streamer of the year. It probably stops after that. Oh no. So many people are like, post this on Instagram Reels. Post this on Reels. Oh yeah, great. Because love that. Love being toxic on Instagram. Bro, who are you? I'm begging you, please post this on Instagram. Why do people just want to be so cruel? What the f***? Just chill the f*** out, man. Who the f*** is watching this? This thing has the most subs on Twitch. How did you beat Kai? No human being on the planet wearing this. Okay, well, I wear it and it's f***ing fire, okay?
Yeah.
Jeez. On my life, I've never in my entire life seen a single stream. Why do you care?
Yeah, then
why?
Then don't
like,
care.
if I just haven't seen something, I just don't interact. I don't understand what has happened where we all feel the need to say our opinion and be like, yeah, guys, we hate this, right? Who cares? You're a loser! This has gone on for months. And it's pretty much just led to Mouse just not posting on TikTok, which I feel is really f***ed up. You can just successfully bully a massive creator off a platform. The reason why this all happened, by the way, is just because Mouse won an award.
Elected by other people. She didn't choose this.
What? And this is just the stuff that Mouse gets on her own socials. This doesn't include the hatred that she receives from just existing in those posts from those low-tier bait Twitter accounts that post, can you believe this cartoon is beating Mars streamer, guys? And it only escalated once more when Ironmouse got the all-time sub record on Twitch, which led to a bunch of news articles tweeting about it and people talking about it. And unfortunately, a lot of people were just being blindly hateful.
Not meant to be broken by a 40-year-old man cosplaying as an anime. Oh, God. Oh, no. But of course, that is the approach to it. You'll be damned by the amount of actual VTubers who look even better than their avatars in real life. Hey man, next project, I'm gonna turn myself into a VTuber right after the next bodybuilding competition, and I'm gonna see if I can beat my look.
And of course, this level of hatred doesn't just stay on the platforms you'd expect it to, it's also in Mouse's chat. Here is a 85-page document of just some recent bans of people saying the most heinous shit towards Mouse. Now, you're telling me this bitch-ass VTuber surpassed Kai Cenat? God, you know these people are so ugly. Just sad how Sims donate to this crap. This is the bitch that broke Kai's record. I refuse to believe any of you are real human beings. Unless you have less than 60 IQ, no one in this chat is real. I've been watching this shit for 10 minutes and I want to kill myself. How do people watch this shit, you weirdos? You'll never... No one in this chat is real. I've been watching this shit for 10 minutes and I want to kill myself. How do people watch this shit, you weirdos? You'll never get on Kai's level. You guys know this is a fat guy, right? Amongst obviously all those insults, a lot of people saying that Mouse is lying about her illness, which, I mean, I don't have to tell you why that's wrong. Like, look at this. This is psychotic. This is f***ed up. How is this okay? And by the way, this is the list, obviously, that doesn't include the N-word bans, or that would be another 20 pages.
Oh boy, oh no. Oh. Okay, so, to my knowledge, Kai Cenat hangs out with the wrong crew a lot, because that's unfortunately how it is when you get to that level of popularity, and you are a young, impressionable man as he is. But personality-wise, he's not exactly a bad guy. He obviously doesn't moderate his entire thing. Like, literally, when the whole thing with Dr. Disrespect and all the Chris Tyson thing were going on, he was very adamant as asking his own crew to clear up the air for any possibility for there being any wrongdoings. There was the accusation with one of his, I think his cameraman or whatever. So like, To my understanding, he's a relatively chill dude. I don't watch him personally, but from what I've seen so far, he would come across as the type of person who would not like this type of behavior. But you can't control what your fans do though, especially not when you are that large of a creator.
Of course it would be. Like if this was my chat, I just would not stream. I would just not show up. This is fucked. 100%. I want to make this clear. I'm not blaming any creator. Obviously, we saw a lot of people name dropping Kai, saying how could this lose to Kai and all that stuff. This is not me blaming Kai in any capacity. I think his audience is at the size that is absolutely absurd. And at that level, you can try and tell your viewers, hey man, look, be respectful, which Kai has on numerous times. He's openly praised Ironmouse and been very supportive towards small creators.
Ironmouse has always been top 5 all time. She's somebody I had to pass during my first subathon. Now, I know people are defensive. I know a lot of people defend me and shit like that. But Chad, if you actually looked at her stream and actually kept up with what she's doing, you feel what I'm saying? Not only was it for a good cause, but it was pretty well put together.
But obviously, you know, as a creator, you do still have some influence over your viewers. And I think it's important to make sure that when you see this behavior in the community that you call it out. And I'm not entirely sure when this happened online, but it feels like it's okay to just blindly make fun or hate something you don't understand or have not learned anything about. But I guess that is more of a reflection of the current times we live in.
Punching down is
because everyone seems to do that all the time. As a creator, I would be embarrassed if I saw my viewers blindly hating on someone else using my name. I would be mortified if I saw that. And the one good thing about all you guys is that I know that you don't do that. And I appreciate that because you're all cool and you're all normally well-adjusted people.
Same for you guys.
And look,
fucking love you.
I'll admit, I don't have a point of this video. I don't have a plan. I was just going crazy looking at all of this open hatred and losing my mind, wondering why this is normal. That was literally it. And that's the reason why I'm making this video. And I kind of wanted to ask if anyone else or any other VTubers or any other even YouTubers, if you've experienced this same kind of level of blind hatred yourself. I would love to hear about it, just so that I know that I'm not going crazy. I hope we can have a civilized and good discussion in the comments. And so with that, I wish you all the best of luck. Don't let these urinal cake eating children distract you from what you want to do in life. Now I'm going to go drink a beer.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it's the same thing that I will personally experience with regards to, well, the type of content that I create, which is mostly reaction content. Literally what I'm recording right now. Like on a daily basis where I to check out the unfiltered comments. Sometimes some do pass through, but oh boy. They are dark. It's the kind of shit that will send a person to the hospice. Not always because they are super mean, but because there are some people that quite literally are illiterate and don't have a single care for punctuation. It hurts to read. Who takes time on a daily to write a paragraph of hate? The dedication. Use it to be productive. But yeah, I guess that this is the plan, right? The actual project 2025. For next year is just to hate more. No, but seriously, guys, I hope that all of you who are regular viewers of the channel, whenever you're interacting online, don't be terminally online. I know it's actually hard to do, harder than one would think, but try to avoid it. If you have the urge of like jumping immediately to the comments to feel validated towards something, try resisting that, even when you know for certain that you are right about something. Leave it be. It saves you a lot. You know, just like the blue sky post that I might be showing there because I actually literally saved it. I went outside. I enjoyed myself. I even have been posting and uploading videos rather slowly this time. That of course has a lot to do with my current living condition. Living in the countryside, right? I'm literally doing this in my jammies, okay? I'm about to go to sleep. This is actually the only time that I get to record things. Don't feed into the cycle of hatred, and of course, if you have, you can always just chill with me and the rest of the community. Join our Discord. I'm going to try to be a bit more active there. But yeah, and don't be mean to VTubers, please.